Okay, so go for it, Rabbi.
I'm waiting for you to say roll 'em.
Roll 'em.
What is so meaningful to me about it is that when the monks first came to town, everybody stayed in their own homes, and you can't make a delicious soup that way. It is only when called to connect with other people, called to contribute to the greater good, that everybody was able to bring their own ingredients to make this wonderful soup.
It's so simple, yet really profound. And it seems to be a silly concept of making soup out of stones, but that's what actually transforms an entire community. The villagers at first were a little bit hesitant and they kept to themselves, but when they saw that they could contribute to something greater, they all participated. And I think that's a great reflection on society. I think everyone wants to be deep down part of some community, to feel like a sense of belonging.
I also really like the principle of that it all starts with one person, all good things, and so we add one thing, and if one person steps out in our interfaith community or any good thing and says, okay, I'll contribute this, then others join in.
Yeah, the good thing that I'm seeing here is, the truth is that we are all potentially divine, one divine in so many different forms. And the problem is that we do not experience that directly, and we react accordingly, creating all sorts of adversity problems. And the solution is always starting with, as that little girl, because little girls, little children are always divine. They do not have any complication, right? So they just start that way. Love starts oozing out straight away. It leads us to that oneness, to that connection, to the, all-inclusive love. That's the beauty of this story.
What really struck me about the stone soup story was the very fact that in the Sikh tradition, when you enter the Gurdwara, the very first thing that they suggest you do is go and take langar or have part of the free kitchen. And so the first Sikh Guru, Guru Nanak Dev Ji, talked about when you take care of the needs of people, then you can actually bring them together. And when we make langar or we make food in the free kitchen, it is a coming together of many people to take care of the needs of all of the community.
What strikes me about this story is courage, because it takes courage in order for this wonderful connecting to happen. Perhaps it was the monks who demonstrated courage first, because they walked into this isolated and closed up village where no one was talking to each other, and it was a hostile space. And they walked into the community with the belief that things could be different, and that they were willing to hold the space for things to be different. And I think that is actually what the Calgary Interfaith Council is doing, is that we are holding the space that there is the possibility of people coming together in spite of past conflicts, in spite of misunderstandings, in spite of differences, and discovering instead what it is that we have in common and we enjoy and share together.
Whatever we have done, it's fair enough. Including all those bloopers doesn't matter. That would add to the spices, Yeah.
The spices, exactly.
The salt and the pepper, yeah.